Greetings, my dear viewers. The Pyramid on air. So welcome to our analytical digital pit.
In this video, we will talk in detail about the 60 episode of the Skibidi Toilet series. I spent a lot of time getting all this interesting information. So get comfortable and let's dive into the details. What is the secret agent doing here again? Why is there a new race of Skibidi toilets? With what updates did the evil Skibidi scientist return? This and much more is in the program today. Stay on the channel and don't switch. So, dear friends, the summer is over, and with it, the 19th season of the Skibidi Toilet series passed. Many are wondering when the series will end, but there is a hypothesis about this. We can take a look at DaFuq's official Instagram channel where he writes that summer is over and Skibidi Toilet series is just beginning. This suggests that we will see many more interesting series and episodes. Also in the correspondence on his Discord server before Fug said that there will be many more episodes. How much is a lot everyone understands in their own way. But I dare to suggest that 100 episodes are definitely still waiting for us, maybe even 200. Therefore, I wish you a wonderful autumn, my dear friends. Like and subscribe to my channel and let's get started. At the beginning of the series, we see two camera agents watching the secret base of Skibidi toilets. Judging by the objects, we can understand that this is an abandoned airport in the middle of the desert. You can see the crashed plane and the old sandy runway. There are also aircraft hangars on the territory. Perhaps they house the production workshops and scientific laboratories of Skibidi. In the area, we see 6 improved Skibidi toilets with black toilets and 2 Skibidi spiders. It was to this base that the G-Man most likely sought to escape, having been defeated in the 57th episode. Next, we see that in the center of the assembly is the defeated G-Man. A UFO mutant flies up to him. The last time we saw him was in episode 55 when he attacked a convoy of helicopters. And this means that the Titan Cameraman could not defeat him then. Please note that DaFuq wrote in the description of the new video, "ASTROTOILETs get mad at G-Toilet's failures. This sacred entry opens the doors to the new storyline." It turns out that the mutant is a representative of the Astro-Skibidi race. It also follows that the Astro-Toilets are very unhappy and furious that the G-Toilet failed the mission. Not only did they lose the fight to the main Titan camera, they also lost the Speakerman Titans. Please note that the word Astro tells us that this race is associated with the stars, which means it is a higher race of Skibidi toilets. This race more powerful powers and abilities, and has the function of controlling the lower earthly races of Skibidi toilets. Next, we see the Astro UFO mutant chastising G-Toilet for his failures. Well, the toilet clearly does not agree with him, and takes the accusations in his direction very aggressively. He indignantly points his 4 laser cannons at the Astro mutant, and this instantly provokes the appearance of the new Astro Skibidi toilet. Look carefully at his weapons. He has a flying saucer designed not according to terrestrial technologies, and besides, he has 3 grabber manipulators equipped with electric clamps that shock the mind, combined with double-edged blades. This kind of toilet is clearly designed to punish the guilty. Most likely he performs the function of the executioner. Astro, the executioner, instantly grabs the G-Toilet's head into a clip and transforms the left arm into a piercing knife at the same time, and prepares to strike a fatal blow. In turn, the Astro UFO mutant is gaining strength with his protoplasmic cannon to shoot the G-Toilet right in the mouth. This suggests that the G-Toilet, from their point of view, made an unforgivable mistake, and at the crucial moment before the most mortal blow, a huge, updated Skibidi scientist unexpectedly appears. He rips off the Astro Executioner's left arm with one powerful blow and frees the G-Toilet. And by the way, pay attention to the updated Skibidi scientist. On his front, we see the reinforced speakers that he took from the struck TV Titan in the 47th episode. Next, we see heavy protective plates on the shoulders. Sharp tentacle manipulators are able to pierce the victim. 2 rigid wings for aerodynamics and protection. New improved Terminator eye with a red glow, which possibly allows you to see in the dark or over very long distances. There is also a laser gun attached to the right side of the head. And of course, we see how much the scientist has increased in size. He has become more than a G-Man 3 times. Moreover, we do not see a jetpack, respectively. The Skibidi scientist is moving on to some other technology. Further, we see that he is able to teleport. This can be seen in a black cloud at the moment when he appeared. Most likely, the scientist got the technology of teleportation by removing his speakers and jetpack from Titan. And then he managed to copy the technology that was most likely stored inside the jetpack. With his indestructible power and authority, he shows the ASTROTOILETs that he will deal with this problem himself, and their help is absolutely not needed here. ASTROTOILETs in the form of toilets. Taking it quickly hid in the desert fog, ASTROTOILETs fly away, but clearly this will give birth to conflict in the future. Satisfied, G-Man Skibidi Toilet joyfully thanked the Skibidi scientist for saving. But the joy was short-lived. They immediately noticed two cameraman spies nearby on the roof. Pay attention to the newspaper, it's here again. The spies looked at each other and realized that this was their last raid. In the last seconds of their lives, they salute each other and a sign of respect and die from a fatal shot by a Skibidi toilet. Note that there was a flash, so most likely it was a shot from lasers, that is, they could be thrown off the roof. Probably after such an explosion, their bodies flew off the roof to the ground. And oh my God, look at it. What do we see here through the interference of a dying camera? The hardest Easter egg of this episode. If we look closely, we see here the silhouette of a secret agent who, as usual, collects cameras and information on them. But we'll come back to this later. Then we see another cool twist of the storyline. It turns out all that I saw POV cameraman spy broadcast a big TV man for the Alliance team. Where did he come from? Who does he work for? After all, the Titan cameraman obviously has no power over him. The last time we see a big TV man is in episode 43. Further, realizing the death of his comrades in arms, he utters the phrase, "Press F to pay respects." If you didn't know, this is a famous meme. This meme was born in the game Call of Duty: Advanced Warfare, released on November 3rd, 2014. At the beginning of the second mission, the hero is asked to salute at his friend's funeral. This can only be done by pressing the F button on the PC or the X button on the console. Next, we see the races of speakermen and cameramen together, already working together. They are in the same place in London as they were in episode 59. The camera moves to the Alliance team. We see them all on alert. Titan is aware of what is happening and clearly intends to kick everyone's asses. And now let's look at the balance map. Each side has certain layers of power. The Alliance consists of the first layer of cameras, where the leaders are the Titan cameraman and the plunger cameraman, and also the second layer of the speakermen, where the speakerman Titan is the leader, as well as the third layer of TVs, where the leader is Titan TV man. The Skibidi armies consist of the first layer of the Skibidi Astro, where the UFO mutant is currently the leader. Further from the second layer are the usual Skibidi toilets, where the leaders are G-Toilet and Skibidi Scientist. But the third layer on the side of the Skibidi armies is not enough. Who could it be? Write your opinion in the comments. Also, I assume that each belligerent has an even higher control layer, which is currently unknown to us. Perhaps in this layer there is a secret agent, and he controls all the races of the opposing forces. From this scheme, we see that the forces are quite balanced and it is possible to arrange a final battle. Each side has two layers because the Titan TV Man Alliance is now missing, and we see that each has two layers. But still, I think that for a complete balance, the Alliance lacks at least Ninja Plungerman. I also want to note the new ability revealed in the series. This is the ability of the TV to broadcast the consciousness of other agents through its screen. No wonder I love TV Race. They are the most mystical. They see everything and their consciousness is quite overloaded. By the way, perhaps due to the fact that the TV Titan's screen was broken, he will become even stronger due to the fact that for a long period, he did not see suffering from other people's cameras and became stronger. Just imagine what they know. It's grand. And by the way, how did the camera spies get to the base? This episode is very rich in various enigmas, so if you want even more detailed analysis, like, press subscribe and write your comments.
So welcome to our analytical digital pit.
In this video, we will talk in detail about the 61 episode of the Skibidi Toilet series, Secret Peeping Secret Agent, new long-awaited character speaker woman, Easter egg to the famous YouTuber, a new kind of Skibidi toilet. You will learn this and much more in more detail, so stay on the channel.
There is a new section on my channel,
The Pyramid Arcane.
I will hide Arcana in my videos. You need to find the Arcane and write a comment with the name of the Arcane and Arcane's time code.
The episode begins in some new city. Judging by the plants and buildings around, it's either Florida or California. What do you think about it? In the background, you can see a train with tanks, and the tanks are most likely acid. I have a hypothesis that this acid is intended for the Skibidi Skull Army. Perhaps the scientists are preparing their brick battle and filling their barrels with deadly contents. And most likely the battle in this location is just the same being fought for these resources. And I want to note a very fierce battle. Look at all this destruction around here. There was clearly a hellish massacre. So you have probably already noticed that the episodes began to come out much less often. If before the episode came out every 3 days, now it began to come out every 5 days. This is due to the fact that the series has become much more complex and saturated with various special effects, and many complex heroes and battles have accumulated. And as you understand, all this needs to be maintained and developed. It became noticeable that the episodes are released at night, and there are various technical errors in them. In addition, there were problems with the publication of music, because there is no music in the full versions of the episodes, and it appears only in the short versions. Nevertheless, we are all full of patience with the author because he makes unique and ingenious content. We wish him strength and good luck. We see that the battle is fierce, and one of the cameramen runs with a severed arm in horror to escape. Next, we see a new type of Skibidi toilet. This time, Skibidi toilet designs were directed towards land transport. Our attention is a 4-wheel high-speed toilet. We see that it is protected by special armored plates, and on the sides it is equipped with 2 circular chainsaws. By the way, please note that there is no flushing device on the cistern. I suspect that the fuel of this car is in this tank. The traffic light on the street turns green, and the next moment turns red, warning us that something terrible is about to happen. Another cameraman while still trying to escape. Well, his speed is too slow, so the machines boil the toilet, instantly catching up with him and ruthlessly sawing him in half. Terrible sight. Well, at such moments, hope returns to our souls. Because if you remember the last episodes and the fate of other cameramen, then there is a good chance to see an army of restored cyborgs in the next episodes. For example, our already well-known scientist was also sawn in half, but it has been rebuilt with a more powerful robotic kit. It is likely that the same will happen to our beloved Ninja Plunger Man and Simp Cameraman. Next, we see how a powerful light blue beam that paralyzes the cannons of the cameramen hits the head exactly. How well we all remember. In episode 54, the cameraman squad successfully used these rifles to defeat Skibidi toilets. Yes, they do not work on big titans such as G-Man and Acid Skull. Well, they show themselves well in battle with small toilets. Having received a powerful discharge and falling into a stupor of paralysis, the Skibidi toilet machine loses control. The wheels skid and boil the toilet at full speed on the wreckage that served as a springboard. The toilet car ruthlessly explodes when colliding with a truck that blocked the way to the next street. Next, we see how the cameraman tries to escape without a hand, and he does it very well because a detachment of his colleagues arrives in time and makes a confident sweep of the territory. And of course, look at the background. Who is hiding there, huh? Well, of course, our secret agent. Strange enough, but this time, we do not see the green glow. Maybe it's because he's too close to the warring entities and doesn't want to be seen. Perhaps he is waiting for the right moment to go outside and collect all the Cameron's heads, because they contain very important information for him. You know, I had another theory that at the end of the whole series there will be a scene where the secret agent who collected all the heads of stone assembles this data and releases one big grand movie. What do you think of it? Write in the comments. And now moving further down the street in order to clean up. A squad of cameramen is suddenly attacked by a new Skibidi toilet. Look at his unique device. He has a jetpack with 2 turbines, 2 bazookas on the sides with rockets. There is a powerful sound column in the front. The toilet tank itself has a special server part built in, most likely providing a powerful high-frequency deafening sound. Below, there are 2 powerful lanterns. In high-speed mode, they fold closer to the toilet. But when activated, they move in different directions for a wider defeat of the enemy. Pay attention to his unusual appearance. In the description, DaFuq defined this character as Geeky Jesus Toilet. It's like 2 YouTubers talking through content. Not so long ago, the famous YouTuber Penguin Zero reviewed the Skibidi toilet video. In response to this, DaFuq decided to send him his respect through 3D animation. And I want to tell you, it turned out very cool and cool. Next, Geeky Jesus Toilet activates blinding lights in combination with a dense sound wave. I would call it a light sound strike. This is very similar to when the Titan Theremin used his red glow in combination with the Speakerman chest column. Boom! And the whole detachment of cameramen was instantly stunned. Their cameras were out of order and every soldier lost his bearings. Taking advantage of this situation, Geeky Jesus Toilet starts hitting everyone with rockets to death. What a terrible sight. See how the pupils of the villain have changed. Why is this happening? I have a very interesting theory which I will talk about later. So watch the video until the end. And that's when the turn comes to Mung's POV camera. Attention, Geeky Jesus Toilet switches to the other side of the street. And oh my God, look what it is. Incredible, magically, finally. Long-awaited Speaker Woman. Look at the description of the video where DaFuq wrote the phrase, "Speaker men are saving everyone again." Why is there a question mark here? Most likely the author is hinting at the fact that salvation is not yet a holiday, and perhaps one of the Speaker men is a traitor. What do you think about this? Write in the comments. Look how cheerful, light she is, dancing to the music. Geeky Jesus Toilet uses his weapon on her, but to his surprise, it has absolutely no effect on the female speaker. Look at the beautiful combination of flowers in her stylish clothes. She taunts and teases to boil the toilet in a fit of sarcasm, applauding him for his efforts. The Skibidi Toilet fires a rocket at her in the hope that she is in a stunned state. But instead, the speakers of the woman with the help of a sound wave reflects his rocket and directs it directly to his head. She then takes out 2 knives from her compact backpack, inserts into special facial recesses, and with a powerful push of a sound wave shoots sharp knives directly into the Geeky Jesus Toilet. The knives are stuck right into the victim's eyeballs. This show is not for the faint of heart. Skibidi Toilet goes blind and emits its famous scream. Great reference, worthy of respect. A woman performs an acrobatic trick that boggles the imagination. She twists a somersault forward, pushing off the ground with a sound wave in order to move as high and far as possible in space. She easily jumps on the cistern of a Skibidi Toilet, knocks down the protection of the lever of the flush device with his elegant, fashionable heel, and washes away the enemy. Skibidi Toilet falls and explodes into small shards. Next, the Speaker Woman lends a helping hand to POV Cameraman and raises him to his feet. As you all may have noticed, this is a reference to the episode where the speakers first appeared. Look how symbolically the author illuminates the scene with a green traffic light, telling us that the territory has been cleared and everything is fine. We also see the Speakerman's victorious cargo transport. It has become more modernized. What do the red elements on the hull say? Then we see the victorious columns descend, and a helicopter with medical engineers, who, as always, will pick up the affected soldiers and take them to the laboratory for further modifications. And then we see the victorious Flex dance speakers. I confess that I love this dance and adore these characters for their cheerfulness and ability to have fun even in the most difficult moments of life. Pay attention to the pink shirt sleeve POV camera change. We obviously want to emphasize this character. Perhaps we will see a new love line in the series? Let's go through the details of our new character one more time. She has throwing knives, which she probably keeps in her compact backpack. Pay attention to the new loudspeaker with 4 knife holes. Its center speaker is very beautifully illuminated with a deep pink color. This speaker allows her to use a powerful sound wave. With it, she repels objects, jumps over long distances, throws melee weapons. She also has earmuffs to protect her from sonic weapons. She also has a beautiful satchel with various accessories. I think she carries knives, batteries for headphones, and an amplifier for the speaker. Pay attention to her stylish clothes. What a beautiful combination of colors. Wonderful long legs and elegant heels. Notice that the abilities of Skibidists are growing. They are already using both teleportation technology and the use of the sound of light. Even though the Alliance is doing well now, something tells me that the Skibidi Toilet's response will be very strong and insidious. And finally, there is a new section on my channel.
The secret meanings.
Now let's talk about something that even the author of the series does not suspect. We all know that every person has a subconscious, and whether he wants it or not, his actions reveal various secret meanings. For example, we see that DaFuq is part of the younger generation of YouTubers, a Penguin Zero. In turn, the representative of the older generation. And Leisure unknowingly showed its power to carry 2 sharp knives into the eyes of an old YouTuber. Show your position. And he showed that the younger generation is advancing and occupies a high position in the content production market. By the way, did you notice what a strong emphasis on DaFuq gave to the eyes of the old YouTuber? He drew them with multiple pupils. Such pupils create the power and strength of a being capable of being aware of many different streams of information. And the streams of information are YouTube channels. We can see a similar scene in episode 333, where Leisure, with the help of the G-Man, destroys the sign. YouTube underlines its dominant presence in the video production market. By the way, the knife in the archetype of psychology denotes a logical structure and an idea that is capable of defeating any theory with its logic. And so 2 YouTubers of different generations met to measure their strength. They broadcast their ideas with the help of sound, and DaFuq plunges the eye sockets of the old YouTuber with his main new 2 invincible ideas. And what are these ideas? Let's try to define it in the comments. Click like and subscribe to the channel. And may the force of the pyramid be with you. Who helped the cameraman survive? What kind of location are the agents guarding? Where did the engineers' backpacks go? What does the car number actually hide? Why do agents play toilet football? Where does the cyborg's blood come from? And why do they drink water? These questions and many more will be answered in my complete analysis of episode 62.
Greetings, my dear viewers. Pyramid on Air.
I am very glad that real detective analysts have gathered on this channel.
As usual, let's play an Arcana Hunter game.
Find Arcane in video and win a pin. Anyway, be sure to watch the full analysis until the end. Episode 62 turned out to be very rich in detail. We explore every Easter egg, every secret hidden in the episode, and more. Hit the like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go! For a more detailed dive into the full picture of events, let's remember what happened in the previous episode. We need to establish logical connections to reveal all the secret details. According to one theory, in episode 61, there was a fierce battle for the territory on which there was a transport hub for transporting a large volume of radioactive acid. The agent managed to protect the territory and prevent the Skibidi army from seizing the tanks. But perhaps the evil Skibidi scientist will receive a shipment of radioactive acid at some other transport hub. We also found out that the Skibidi army has mastered new audio-visual technology. This technology allows you to shock the enemy using sound and light. With the help of this weapon, they wanted to seize the territory with acid tanks. But the agents brought a new piece to the chessboard. Agent Speakerwoman demonstrated that this technology does not affect her and easily defeated the enemy. Let's see how the balance of power was distributed after this battle. In the ranks of the Alliance troops, there is a well-coordinated team consisting of Titan Cameraman, Camerawoman, Titan Speakerman, Speakerman, Speakerwoman, TV Man, TV Woman. The Alliance also has 2 key figures affected, Titan TV Man and the super brave hero Plunger Cameraman. We also know that the Alliance has super technology that allows you to distribute televisions to watch what is happening on planet Earth through the heads of the cameramen. There are several key people on the toilet side. This is a Skibidi scientist, a G-toilet and an ASTROTOILET, aka UFO toilet. This balance of power suggests that in a battle involving all these opposing key heroes, the Alliance will win. See for yourself 2 powerful titans, 3 superwomen. This configuration already gives indestructible strength and a set of mind-blowing abilities. Based on this, we can safely predict that the army of toilets will prepare a powerful response, the ability to crush the forces of the Alliance. In turn, the Alliance can call upon a resurrected Titan TV Man or a restored Ninja Cameraman equipped with new glitch toilet technologies. In turn, the army of toilets can call on the army of ASTROTOILETs to help. Also, do not forget that there is an additional force in this story that has not yet been fully revealed. Perhaps it is a secret agent who helps both one and the other side. Or perhaps these are some kind of intergalactic forces associated with ASTROTOILETs. In any case, if the Alliance activates all its key heroes, then the army of toilets will have to come up with something grandiose and unique to give a worthy rebuff. I have no doubt that something like this will happen because Skibidi scientists have a super powerful, unique intelligence. He is capable of stealing any technology and developing any Titan. The only question is where to get the time and resources for this. This is where the theory that in episode 61 there was a fight for acid tanks is confirmed. So let's get started analyzing the new episode 62. And before that, please hit like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go! The episode begins with a scene where two medic engineers are restoring a damaged cameraman. Notice how synchronously they work. Engineers are a separate type of cameraman worthy of detailed analysis. Look at their instruments. We've never seen anything like them before. Here they use manipulators with large cylinders to treat a damaged agent. Please note that they use different tools in different missions. In addition, you can notice an interesting logo on their cameras. This is the logo of the private security company Group 6, which supplies military equipment. We will find out how this relates to engineers later. Now take a closer look at their necks. Maybe you are confusing medical engineers and scientific engineers. To verify this, you can watch episode 23. There you can see that the engineer-scientists have a different camera model, a different neck. It's longer and they use different tools. Besides, engineer-scientists don't wear ties. Also, please note that this time the medic engineers are missing their backpacks. Most likely they don't have backpacks because they are at the base and all the necessary tools are always at hand. Usually when they fly to locations in their helicopters, they always have a medical backpack with them. We can see this in episodes 52 and 54. I also ask you to draw your attention to the fact that Speakerwoman also uses a similar backpack. Perhaps she is somehow connected with medical engineers. According to one theory, she has the skills of a doctor and can help the wounded on the battlefield. Write in the comments what you think about it. Further, medical engineers successfully restore the agents to Maine's cell, and he is surprised to come to his senses. Notice how synchronously and unemotionally these engineers behave. Perhaps this is due to the fact that they need to remain cool on the battlefield. We see that the agents are quite relaxed, and their environment is very calm. But despite this, I clearly understand that the enemy is somewhere close, because agents are patrolling the area. By the way, pay attention to the rifle cameraman who drinks soda. His rifle, it's hypertrophied. And here, a lot of questions arise that provoke us to go deeper into analytics. Why are some objects magnified so much? But let's get back to this character a little later. Then we see how the large cameraman, somewhere on the floors of an unfinished building, caught a small skibidi toilet. He cheerfully throws it to his friend like a soccer ball. The receiver deftly catches the ball and skillfully passes the ball to the large speakerman. The large speakerman calmly and naturally catches the toilet with his left hand. And in order to somehow relieve his boredom, he mockingly smashes the toilet against the wall. Notice how he uses sound waves. We didn't notice this before. Perhaps this speaker woman taught her brothers such techniques. The large cameraman is indignant at this act because he wanted to play some more and somehow while away from his boredom. But the large speaker man throws up his hands as if explaining that he is unable to cope with his boredom. That's why he killed the small toilet in order to somehow feel the brightness of emotions. Please note that agents walk around the perimeter and control the territory. And we can also see the speakerman asking something from the cameraman agent about the rifle. Perhaps he wants to learn how to use this weapon. But we'll talk about this a little later. Watch the video until the end. The universe felt his prayers from the large speaker and immediately gave him a full range of bright emotions. There was a powerful explosion in the background. And in the next shot, we see Agent Cameraman trying to escape from 4 small skibidi toilets. They are all wearing headphones. All the agents stood up in shock and stupor. Well, for now, let's pay attention to a very important Easter egg. Take a closer look at the license plates of the blue car on the right. DaFuq Boom. Obviously trying to talk to us using some signs. Well, let's investigate. Number 24724 Easter egg is related to Gordon Freeman. It is located on the Counter-Strike Overpass map. Somewhere on this map on the wall, you can find a strange barcode. Under this code, there are numbers 24724. By entering these numbers into Google, you will be given the coordinates of the town of Freeman in West Virginia. If you didn't know, Gordon Freeman is the main character of the Half-Life series, and DaFuq always uses it in his 3D series. Further, if we consider the number 24 separately from everything else, this points us to episode 24 where we first saw the Speakerman, which is right now at this location. They clearly want to point out to us the importance of his person, although his whole story has not yet been fully revealed. And let me remind you that he is a key figure in the army of alliances. Well, that's not all for them. If we try to work further with this combination of numbers and add everything together, we will get the number 19. And this is very interesting because in the 19th episode, we see the same cameraman drinking soda. Perhaps the author here also hints to us that this hero is very important to the structure of the series. It's strange that cyborgs drink soda, isn't it? But let's get back to it a little later. Watch the video until the end. Interesting. It seems to me that this is not all. And as true detectives, we must try to investigate this issue even deeper. Let's try to combine these numbers to the right and left of the point. 2 plus 4 equals 6. 2 plus 4 plus 7 equals 13. 1 plus 3 equals 4. And it looks like 46. And if you remember in episode 46, we see that same blue car. Oh my God, this is a very interesting evidence. I have a theory how it's all connected. Well, let's come back to it later. Watch the video until the end. It seems that everything is fine. But my method of deduction tells me that I have not yet tried to add 1 plus 9 in the number 19. Let's do this together using the secret knowledge of numerology. 1 plus 9 equals 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1. In my detective methods, I use not only direct deduction and logic, but also where this no longer works. I try to apply esoteric knowledge and get to the bottom of the truth. In the analytical system of the tarot, the arcanum number 1 denotes the magician. Magician is an arcane of the one who can communicate between different people, races, teams, armies, and worlds. The magician is a schemer who always has an ace in the hole. This all clearly points to a secret agent who often happens to be near this blue car. But this is a topic for a separate analysis. Let's return to this a little later. And then, from the air, Skibidi toilets began to attack in the form of 3 advanced helicopters. They also come with headphones and larger helicopter blades. The large speakerman stands up excitedly, and we see a huge black cloud teleport of technomagic. Perhaps everyone was waiting for the return of the legendary Titan TV man. But oh my God, what a horror. Look at this huge metal claw. Hit the like and subscribe to the channel. Watch the continuation of the analysis in my next video. So we continue the full analysis of the episode 62. You can watch the first part in the previous video, the link will appear at the top. So in the last episode, we stopped at the fact that an unexpected and crushing attack was made on the Alliance base. Using new technologies, an evil scientist unexpectedly appeared on the location through the black teleport cloud and began his attack. Pay attention to its simply unrealistically gigantic size. Further, the evil scientist activates the Speakerman speakers, amazing everyone around with an ultra-powerful supersonic wave. Cameraman, from whom the narrative of this episode is told, began to receive terrible damage. The sound wave literally pressed it towards the earth. But at this moment, almost at the point of his death, he discovers special protective headphones. Did you plant them on him too? This someone is wearing a black suit and black boots. It is clearly visible that he is absolutely calm, and the sound does not affect him in any way. We will analyze this case at the end of the video, so watch until the end. Next, POV cameraman puts on his headphones, and he continues his observation. Next, we see the corpses of stunned agents falling to the ground. The damage was so fatal that one of them even started smoking. Then we see how a G-toilet equipped with protective headphones attacks the location, destroying everything in its path with their powerful 4 lasers. Please note that here I am showing a variant of the latest version of the compilation where the GT toilet has normal eyes and fire is added on the jetpack turbines. The first version of fire did not exist. I think this is due to the fact that the author simply did not have enough time to improve the content. The building explodes and we see another agent's corpse falling out of the fire. Look how many troops are attacking. Skibidi army was clearly counting on a fatal victory due to the number of its troops. We see a new type of Skibidi weapon appear in the sky. It's a bomber plane. On its large wings are 8 large bombs, and the plane is also equipped with an additional cannon and helicopter blades. We also see a large strider with long legs and a machine gun-shaped stinger. The Skibidi army is attacking from all flanks, and we also see an attack from 5 Skibidi toilets. All of them are equipped with ear protection. Next, we see how Alliance helicopters are trying to leave the territory and save the remnants of their soldiers. But all the helicopters were mercilessly destroyed. Next, we see a new type of Skibidi toilet approaching us down the street. His body is just like a big speaker man. The first time we see such mutant hybrids is in the 37th episode. We also see that in the 37th episode, the mutant hybrid was controlled with the help of a parasite. And this new hybrid has a purer consciousness. He mercilessly tears apart the body of the big cameraman, trying to scare and break the spirit of the agents. We can also notice that when the body ruptures, a liquid similar to blood appears. It clearly has red tints. But we'll talk about this a little later, so stay on the channel and watch the video to the end. Next, we see Agent Pav showing the middle finger to the hybrid mutant, expressing his fearlessness. But we'll talk about this a little later at the end of the video. Further adds one more to the crazy hybrid killer, but this one already has the body of a big cameraman. His right hand is upgraded with a circular saw. It is also protected by special headphones. His hand reaches into the POV cameraman's head. This ends the episode.
That was super epic, divine, grandiose.
Now let's move on to a detailed analysis of what we saw. So, first, let's turn to the explanation that the author left in his videos. The full version of the video has the inscription, "Someone has returned." Most likely, this is a direct hint at the return of the evil scientist, but this could also be a hint at the return of mutant hybrids. But if we look at the explanation for the short video, there is an inscription. The final battle has begun, so this may be the final battle. But I will tell you my theory about this at the end of the video. Stay on the channel and watch the video until the end. Pay attention to this location. Why did the Skibidi army need this attack? After all, it's better to direct your forces to more important objects, such as those where the Titans are located. In this episode, the author used a 3D map called RP Desert Conflict. Who cares I left a link to this map in the description? By examining these maps, we can understand what the author of the animation really changed in them. This way you can find important Easter eggs and their meaning. For example, the blue car that was left here in this map was specially inserted here with certain numbers, because in the basic configuration of this card, there is no car here. You can see this Easter egg in detail in my previous video. So why did such a large army need to attack this location? Let's look into this in detail. According to one theory, the numbers on the blue car indicate the very first Speakerman who appeared in the 24 episode. Let's take a closer look at the speaker who is present here for a reason. How is this character different from all the others? He is the personification of help and the resurrection of the spirit. He is a symbol of support and friendship. That is why it is so important for the Skibidi army to destroy it in order to quickly break the morale of its rivals. I'm sure he's being hunted. If we draw an analogy with Cameraman, it is obvious that a Speakerman in relation to the Titan Speakerman is practically the same as a Plunger in relation to the Titan Cameraman. Plunger Cameraman was the inspirer of the troops. That is why it was so important to destroy him. The Speakerman is also a symbol, but rather not a symbol of courage like a Plunger, but a symbol of friendship and support. A symbol of hope that there is someone who will help you in difficult times. A symbol of joy. Symbol of fun and dancing. After all, it is so important not to lose heart even in the most difficult moments and be able to have fun. And the Speakermen do it best. Please note that the author added a frame to the latest compilation where the agent shows the middle finger to the hybrid. This once again tells us how important military motivation and morale are in this series. Here, the method of intimidation is clearly openly used. Therefore, a life of resistance emphasizes the importance of the state of mind. Perhaps the scientist managed to destroy our speaker, but we can't say for sure about this. In any case, even if his body was damaged, there is hope that Cameron scientists will make a more advanced model of a cyborg out of him. So, did the cameraman also save us? There are two main theories. According to the first theory, it was TV Man, because he also wears black trousers and black boots. In addition, he can easily move using teleport. And we also know very well that televisions are pursuing some secret interests of their own. And also, according to the second theory, which is closer to me, it could be a secret agent. Most likely, he saved the cameraman so that he could capture in his memory everything that was happening around him. I will explain why and who needs this information in a separate video. So don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss this analytics. In any case, I am sure that with the help of TV technology, the Alliance already knows what is happening, and most likely they are on the way to a retaliatory and powerful strike. Dear viewers, be sure to write your theories in the comments. I will choose the best of them for the next videos. Click like and subscribe to the channel, and we continue. And by the way, let's return to the question of why cameramen have blood and why they eat food. From my point of view, the entire Alliance consists of cyborgs. and cyborgs have a fairly high heterogeneity and the ratio of the biological body to the mechanical body. Perhaps some agents are full-fledged robots, such as the Doctor's agents. It is noticeable from them that the movement is quite synchronized and cold-blooded. It is noticeable from other agents that they are more humane and can experience feelings. That is most likely only the head and, for example, hands of such agents are mechanical. But I can review this in a separate video. If you are interested, like and write in the comments about it.
There is a new section on my channel.
The secret meanings.
So my favorite section is about the subconscious. We can see how difficult it is for the author to make his latest videos, how difficult it is for him to cope with the fact that he became popular so quickly. Videos began to appear much less frequently at uncontrollable times of the day. As I said earlier, pay attention to the caption of the short video where the author indicated the following words: "The final battle has begun." Thus, perhaps the author is hinting at us to make us think, is this the final battle or not? Perhaps this phrase expresses the doubts of the author himself because he has been very tired lately, and perhaps this question is directed to himself. He seems to be asking himself, is this the final battle or not? Will I be able to continue making the series at the same pace and quantity? And perhaps the added middle finger just means that he will still resist and develop new series despite the fact that difficulties are trying to suppress and destroy him. We can say that this hybrid is its reflection. A reflection of the part where the author's thoughts tell him to stop the series. The author clearly has a fighting spirit. I believe he can handle it. Alexei, if you hear me, good luck, and may the force of the pyramid be with you.